We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Greetings, strange humans, and welcome to another episode of The After Show.
Hello.
I was almost going to say the CjH Entertainment Podcast, but you know.
You can say that too. Doesn't matter.
Oh, true.
And then you do like
can-
two sentences, and then like if you do that by mistake, do like two sentences, say two more things, and then go, okay, now time for the after show, and then you do the after show.
Yeah. You can also stream this on your channel if you want.
Yeah, let me do that. How do I do that?
Give it a few minutes, so it would be like.
I'll tell everyone to come here.
We're going to.
Do that. How do I stream? How do I do that?
There should be an option. Oh, I didn't. When I set this up, give me a second. Don't you love this? Shit.
I know some people that'll watch over there. I'm gonna try to get them to come over here, but I need to be streaming over there in order to do that. And we have such a healthy topic.
I know.
Such a healthy topic of conversation and discussion, and I'm all about that. Always have, always will.
God damn it.
Oh, shout out to your logo, by the way. Let me do it.
Yeah.
I don't use it enough. I love it.
Shit. Oh wait, settings. Oh, that's how. See, this shit that you're supposed to do before the show. Or the after show.
I should have said something before. I was like, hey, can we stream in my channel?
Okay, I got it. All right. So, the topic today is Hollywood going down with the ship?
Hold on. Let me make sure I'm streaming from my freaking channel.
Another lies that
other lies
that the YouTubers try to.
We're calling out YouTubers? We do that in the after show?
Sure.
Name
Why
names.
not? Geeks and gamers. Let's go.
We're going after everyone.
Oh. All right.
Let me make sure I'm streaming from my channel. Hold on, man. Don't worry, we could cut this later.
Got one viewer. That's me.
That's you.
I'm the one viewer.
I am not streaming this from my channel.
How
do I do that? Wait, hold on. Stream to your audience. Okay, stream this to your audience. Okay, I get it. Title.
Wait.
Discussing
was probably too long for copyright.
I'm doing it. CjH.
Got this.
The after
Right off the bat.
All right, then we gotta wait for people to show up in my shit.
I was gonna come on camera, but you know.
Why not?
Because I'm coughing.
Let me make sure. I'm still not streaming. The F. Oh, what do you mean upcoming? No, play now. It says upcoming, but I'm playing it now.
Got
What
this.
the hell?
I don't even know if you can see it.
It says upcoming, so no one knows.
Nobody knows.
Oh my god. We'll do it live. Okay, I'm done. I'm not looking anymore. I don't care.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I'm not looking anymore. Okay, sorry. Sorry.
All right. So the topic
What's the topic?
is Hollywood going down the toilet.
Is Hollywood the Titanic? Is Hollywood James Cameron Titanic? Yes.
Exactly.
Hey, Isaac. Isaac, food for thought. Is Hollywood the Titanic?
Yeah.
And they're just scrambling to get into the lifeboats? That is the topic of conversation here at the after show.
Yeah.
We're still
Is
looking
AI
for a show, by the way.
going to take everyone's jobs? Is the strikes going to continue forever and ever, every 2 to 3 years? You know,
Yes.
are movies gone down the toilet?
Well, let's look at this. Let's really think hard of this. I know it's hard. You and me especially. You and me,
We're thinking.
we're not known as deep thinkers over here, okay?
No.
Let's say Hollywood. What does it look like when Hollywood goes down? I'm assuming people are saying studios are closing down, big studios, Paramounts, the Disneys, WB. Is that what they mean? That's Hollywood, right?
It's Hollywood.
Okay, so those
Right to
studios
the
closed
T.
down. All right. So what's that going to lead to? A bunch of people without jobs. Okay, fine.
Yes.
Then in return, okay, so are we going to count Disney in that? Because Disney's like doesn't make
Oh,
money
yeah.
from movies, right?
It's
They make
mostly
money,
theme park, but yeah.
right? So wouldn't Disney still be around technically?
Technically, I guess.
Okay, so let's keep Disney. Disney is surviving somehow. They're still going they're going down the toilet. All right, so Disney's still around, so you'll still have chuds to go after, to have an enemy, you know. So Disney will still be around. All the other major studios closed down. They're kaput. So smaller studios probably have to go before that.
They're doing tax write-offs or whatever, you know.
Yeah, it's all
Bada bing,
going
bada
to
boom.
shit.
Yeah.
So after that, theaters are going to go to shit because Hollywood ain't producing movies. Theaters are going to have to scramble for like foreign films, art house films, independent films. So some might actually survive, right?
Yeah, but
Some
the big
theaters, maybe in
name.
some locations, but the big chains, they're gone. Whatever, they're gone. Some theaters might survive. They might have like create events out of it. It's like, oh, you know, and here's another thing. Hey, Dundo. Here's another thing. If Disney does survive, yeah, he's got a big studio. I'm still stuck in the rainforest trying to get out.
Yeah.
So Disney survives. Disney could be the one to have, like, let's say maybe around the park areas, they have theater. They have theaters there. They show some movies. But maybe they're older films.
Some of the classics.
Yeah, exactly. So that's going. This is an apocalyptic cinematic universe we're creating over here. Literally cinematic universe, because we're creating what does the cinemas look like in the future if Hollywood
cinema. That's what it looks like.
Cinema. Oh, can I put my shit? Hold on.
Yes. Or you should wait. No, it's my yard, stream yard. So.
Oh, I can't do.
But you could, yeah.
Because I have a cinema drop. I have the cinema to end all cinema drops, right? Okay, so Disney around the parks and shit, they're gonna own some theaters and stuff and be playing their classics, which is smart, right? All the major studios are gone. Some theaters are still around. Now, I ask you, the basic general consumer, because a lot of people are saying, oh, we just need YouTube, whatever the hell, we'll just watch older movies. No.
Yeah.
I think for the most part, the human condition has evolved to find storytelling a nurturing, like almost like I'm not gonna say, when I say we need it, it's obviously not in the same breath.
We crave it because ever since the dawn of man, we've been telling stories.
Sure.
Even if it's like, oh, wow.
Yeah. And I think the whole reason why we love what we love is usually because we're being surprised or we're being like, oh, I didn't expect that. I think for me, my love for film comes from I don't know what's going to happen next. Oh, I didn't expect that. Oh my God, this is so good. That's what keeps me engaged, right? It's like when
Yeah.
Winter Soldier, when you find out Winter Soldier killed Tony Stark's parents, I went, holy shit, amazing plot point. I love that. It gave so much to everything, and I live for that. I live for the I didn't know that was coming. It's not really a twist, you know. It's just adding to it. I guess it is
Yeah.
because it's also adding to context to something we saw earlier. So it might be considered a twist. But and that's why I think I'm not really worried about AI, because I think AI is able to either be a tool to another filmmaker who's using it and putting their art in using that as a tool to express their art. So it's already if there's a story being told through AI, it's still a storyteller using the tool of AI to tell a story, and they'll reframe it and all that stuff. But the idea of AI is just going to come up with the stories now, and Joe Schmo could look at an AI and say, "Do this, do that," and and they'll just come up with a story that's as appetizing as getting a full blown, like, let's say, Christopher Nolan movie, Martin Scorsese, all the big greats, right, that everyone loves and mentions. Zack Snyder, it's not the same.
Yeah.
Even if you tell an AI, give it to me like Zack Snyder, it's only going to use what Zack Snyder had previously done.
But
You're not going to get
it doesn't have heart.
thinking currently.
Yeah, and it doesn't have heart. Like AI doesn't have empathy.
Well, it's not even about that, because it could learn to do that. That's what we always talk about. That's why watch the creator and learn. It could have a heart at some point. Maybe not yet.
We do have a clip at the end of the show. It's going to be an ongoing joke now about the Joker.
When Joker gets the damage tattoo on his forehead in the Joker movie. I love that part.
It's going to be the Joker song,
It should have been the plot to Birds of Prey. The whole plot of Birds of Prey should have been Joker trying to convince Harley,
got the tattoo?
Get the damage tattoo on you. She's like, no, that looks stupid. And that's why they broke up.
Yeah.
Boom.
Boom. So, do you think YouTubers are going to survive if Hollywood goes down?
Yeah, everyone will survive, but everyone will evolve into something different. But everyone will survive in a way. Everyone will survive. Things are going to be different. Topic. So, like, for me personally, let's say Hollywood, whatever that means, goes down. Again, I think because of people's need for storytelling, I think I'm still going to be getting movies, at least like art house, independent, foreign films, all this stuff. Like that's still going to be going around, and there's still now the distributors that were distributing the big Hollywood movies are going to be looking to other things. So I'm probably going to be getting even more. Yeah. So it's like a win-win for me, but I still don't want Hollywood to go down. I still think it is important that mainstream entertainment gets out there.
Yeah, it's
and I have my own little weirdo movies and weirdo section.
People's lives have changed through movies, whether or not people want to admit it.
Absolutely. I think movies give you it's the easiest for me. I like movies because I think they're the best way to explore dangerous ideas. I like my horror films. I don't like real life violence, but there is that animal instinctual thing that every human has of because we had to evolve from violence, and it sort of filters that. I think we filter that through our entertainment now, where now we could get that sort of rush without in the safest way possible. So it's like, I think that's really cool. I enjoy getting messed up ideas, stuff that, and it's all in the safest way possible, where it's all illusion. It's all done by safe people that gave consent to tell this story and stuff. Like all that stuff is awesome, where I'm able to see the dark side of humanity without really, really experiencing it. It's just like a little bit of a taste. And that's why I like my movies. That's why I like my genre movies. So I think that need's always going to be out there, right? Like people even get that from video games and shit. But video games and movies are still different, as much as they're intercrossing nowadays.
Yeah, I do find it's a little bit harder for directors to like do their own commentary on real life now because everybody gets upset over the little things. But
yeah, I think there's that might be evolved too. I think people get commentary. You're going to get commentary either way. It depends on how the movie's being marketed.
Yeah.
Right. Because for the most part, it's like, oh, did you know this is an allegory for this? Did you know, like, for example, the Lost Boys?
Yeah. Or the original Planet of the Apes was a allegory for Vietnam.
I'm sure.
Especially with, like the apes protesting.
And I think and the thing is why it's like, oh, you shouldn't comment on what's being done outside. It's like creatives use commentary in different ways. Some things are more nuanced and less, like it's less, oh, you could see the mirror image. Like, for example, like Wes Craven also commentated on Vietnam, where he was saying this was like the first time America was like seeing actual like people getting killed on camera and stuff. Like there was footage being reported back compared to any other war. And that's what helped people like start protesting the war, because people were seeing combat footage for the first time on their TVs, right? Because the TV was invented by then, all that shit. So Wes Craven, because he was seeing violent imagery on TV, wanted to match that and did Last House on the Left, which is a rape revenge movie, right? So it's like you wouldn't put it together that Last House on the Left was also influenced by Vietnam, just in a different way. So it's like this whole don't let an artist comment on what they see in real life. Is like they do it in so many different ways. Maybe now because they've seen, that there's like crazy, unjustified, in my opinion, pushback. Maybe the marketing team is going to work slicker now. They're going to work differently, where these commentary is always going to be in film no matter what. But now we just don't tell the dummies it's there. Right? Yeah. Now we just don't say that. Now we just don't have like the marketing team like going, oh, go crazy over here, which is never going to happen, because that we're talking about excluding. We're not all of a sudden going to just exclude a group of people. Well, they have to market to the LGBTQ plus magazines. They have YouTube channels now. They have a whole marketing side that needs to be adhered to too. They're not just going to get rid of it.
But that's definitely an issue where it's like, you can't announce that there's commentary in the movie, but that's what the media does.
Yeah, the media doesn't. Yeah, you're right.
Because otherwise, because it should be up to the filmmaker to like vaguely mention it almost.
Yeah. What was
it's like I'm vaguely mentioning my merch.
Breaking news!
Breaking news. I do have that clip.
Oh, thank you.
But
very
we
professional.
Don't have...
People just drop clips. You don't have to mention it. I do have a clip I will
clips,
drop now.
Magazines.
Can you put the... Hey, you give me crap for ignoring chat. You ignore the shit out of chat.
I
put some up. Look at Isaac saying something.
I highlighted them. There's two Isaacs there. There's
no, not really. I think Hollywood is fine. I just think movie haters are more of the problem. Sure.
Wait. Let me find.
No, this is all theoretical. I'm not saying this is happening. I was like, what if Hollywood did go down? It's like, what do you think is going to happen? I mean, first of all, this is why I know it's like legit, right? Like, in the indie scene, like the whole like new gay cinema, all this stuff. This all started in the indie scene. This wasn't. It only became like it's like how everything else happens. Started over here, got big, and then corporations wanted to make a buck off of it. That's all that's happening. That's how I know it's legit. So it's like no matter what, those communities are not going to go away. So there's always going to be like a market there. So as long as there's a market there, as long as there's people that want to see this stuff, people are going to make it for them. What do you think? Like they're forcing this shit? Like this shit? Like go to the fucking the 90s film fest. Go to any 90s film festival. You're going to see a bunch of like shit that's now considered woke. Like they were talking about it back then, but they were doing it in an independent circuit because that's what filmmakers want to talk about. And now you're sitting in, it's always been like that.
The problem is the big names end up showing that stuff, and then people get all butthurt over it.
Yeah, they get butthurt. It's like someone explained it to me fine. It's like the problem is like let's say you have like two men kissing, then like there's a bunch of men in the theater watching that, putting themselves in that situation, and so they're like, hey, I wouldn't do that. So they automatically
do you think
put
that's the
themselves out of
problem?
those. Huh?
Do you think that's the problem? Like people, they
Yes, they
say
put
that
themselves in there a little
they
bit too much,
project.
where it's like, yeah, there's a little bit of projection. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
That happened in the eight. Like this wasn't also. I think it was 1985 specifically. A big studio did buy an independent gay film and marketed it and released it. I think it was wide release too, and it bombed. But it was like studios were seeing what was going on in the independent circuit involving gay cinema, and they were trying to make a buck out of it in the 80s, and it didn't work then. Seems to be working now.
Well, I
But not
also
even, not
wonder.
always. Like Bros bomb too. Like right. That was a
Well,
big thing.
I wonder if like Hollywood has always had these moments where it's like, oh, it's this Hollywood is going down type thing, where it's like,
Yeah,
well, I
and
mean,
and it has.
during World War II, they had like the Disney cartoons and all that.
Well, there was
That
like scandals and stuff. There was like a big Hollywood scandal. I don't know what period, 20s, 30s, 40s, where everyone was like, all right, Hollywood needs to shape up. And there was like a cleanup done.
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know.
I
I think it
know.
was like an actor woke up with like two dead prostitutes or something. I don't remember my film history class.
Yeah,
There was like
I
a big
know that,
shakeup.
and the comics had like that comic code, and I believe didn't the movies also have a code as well?
Yeah, they introduced the rating system, which back in the day when I was like an edgy teen and edgy college film student and shit, I used to think, oh yeah, it's bullshit in terms of you have to feel the movie. The MPA needed to feel the rating. You can't just give a list of like, no this for an R, no this for NC-17. I used to think that was bullshit. It's like, no, give them a list. But now I think I'm understanding it more of the idea of like, no, you have to feel it. You just can't say no, no to throat slashings and shit like that, because then, okay, Dark Knight's fucked, because it was like, even though it was all implied and all that stuff, it was done with huge impact. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, I think now I'm understanding the MPAA in that sort of guideline of how they work, even though I probably don't agree with a lot of their ratings, and I'll be like, no, that should have been. It's like I understand their mind frame way more now.
Well, I thought I read something years ago that a certain shade of red is not allowed in like PG-13 movies
Maybe if
because
it's like
it becomes
dark
too
red,
realistic. Yeah,
it's like a dark red.
yeah.
There's like
Because
there was like a
at
big
one
Hollywood move in that.
because at some point it looks fake, and then you have it too dark, it looks too realistic, and then the rating shoots up.
Yeah, probably they'll just cut it though. What's a movie that had like a PG-13 movie that had a blood splatter? It's usually, actually, I think it's like they go black if it's like dark, really dark. It might be okay.
I'm
I know they do
thinking,
that
like,
for
the Saw
trailers, right?
movies or something.
What?
The Saw movies.
What about them?
I don't know if that's a good example
A good example of what?
of like blood.
They're not PG-13.
No, they're R-rated.
Oh, yes, they are.
Yeah.
And how? But what? Why is that a good example? I don't understand.
I honestly,
It's just
I
that
have
they're
no idea.
there, and they have blood. Correct.
Yeah.
Very apt. I was about to say this whole stream reminds me of Kenobi.
Kenobi. That was also. Well, do you think streaming? Yeah, this whole what's the word I was gonna say, either lie or like assumption that streaming has killed cinema. What do you think of that?
No,
I think it's helped it.
I think it's focused it a little bit, and maybe some people will even say in the wrong direction. But no, it
I
didn't.
think
Kill
it's
it.
also
Certainly
brought.
didn't kill it.
I think it's also brought to light movies that wouldn't have seen the light of day, or like being shown to people had it just been on the big screen.
Oh, absolutely. There's a bunch of trash that could be marketed now to us through streaming. Bunch. We're like, not quite making the theater. And it's like, oh man.
Yeah. I mean, you had that back in when you had movie rental stores.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now streaming
just
is
see the
almost
curve.
like,
or Boondock Saints. You're like, what's that? And you watch
yeah.
it.
I would maybe streaming is almost like the movie rental places, and we just long for that.
No, what do you mean movie rental? Yeah, I guess. Well, streaming, I think, is a broken promise, right? And that's what we're slowly realizing it. I feel like movies should stay on, right? Shouldn't be taken out. I should be given access to a lot more, right? It seems like they're very limiting.
Well, the only other thing is like with streaming, you can browse and never watch a movie.
Yeah,
with
which I do all the
movie
time.
rental place, you go to a movie rental place, you basically have to get something at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Eventually. When you walk in there, it's like you can't just stay there the whole time. You gotta eventually pick something.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I don't think that's ever happened where I walked into like a Blockbuster to rent something and I came out with nothing. I was like, no, I wasn't interested. That's never happened.
Yeah.
It's like I'm gonna get something no matter what.
Yeah.
Even if it's not like my first choice. Yeah, you're right. But versus streaming is like, I can't find anything. I'll go to YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I'm just gonna fall asleep while streaming, looking at Netflix.
Yeah, I was hoping streaming would be like, okay, now we never have to worry about like the rating system, right? We could get like the extreme movies on stream if we want it. People could go a little harder. It's not really happening either. It's actually the opposite now. Like the more extreme movies go on in the theater and shit.
We got Orange Peel here.
Yeah, hey Orange Peel.
Yeah. Actually, I should do a rundown on who showed up in the chat. So we have
everyone
Isaac.
come over to CjH's thing. Don't CjH's stream, part of the stream.
We have Isaac. We have Dundo.
I know what's gonna make money, Lobo. I hope so.
We got Orange.
I think Lobo has potential. Orange Pale.
Orange Peel.
Hello, Orange Pale.
That sounded very much like South Park's Canadians.
Yeah, buddy. I love the Canadians.
Yeah. I gotta admit the poutine I had yesterday that I said that I ordered was so nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll never order.
I am so sorry, CjH, that your poutine was nasty.
I will never.
Hey everyone, breaking news! Breaking news! His poutine was nasty.
Breaking news!
Thank you.
There we go.
I love that thing.
He stinks and I don't like him.
The poutine. Breaking poutine. That don't go. Poutine. Star Wars movie go into theaters, bring people back?
I think. Well, here's the thing. So
event
the haters, the chuds, and all that.
Don't forget,
they'll go anywhere. They'll go anyway.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Anywhere. Anytime.
Bring your friends.
And they'll use the excuse of, they gotta do it for the fans. And then,
we watched Captain Marvel 4 so you wouldn't have to.
Yeah.
That meme.
But then that riles up.
We know what you're doing.
Who end up boycotting it. So, But
event films will always. That's why a theater. There's going to be a couple, maybe not as much, but everyone's going to want that end game, No Way Home feeling with in a crowded room, watching a movie. Everyone's digging it. Like that feeling is what cinema was there for. Right now, it's the current cinema crave, and we still crave it. People
Well,
with Barbie.
People
want to party in movies right now. We got to give them parties.
I think when it comes to Star Wars, they need that gap between movies.
Star Wars is now alive in video games and in TV.
Yeah.
I don't need him in my cinema anymore.
After like,
I'm fine.
So
I'm
Star Wars
good. I'll
has-
watch it no matter what. But I'm pleasantly full with my Star Wars because of
I
the
think
games
the
and
next
movies.
Star Wars movie is going to
in
do
the shows.
big, and then the sequels won't do as good, and then we'll be back to
Is Acolyte a show or a movie?
a show.
Okay.
But the next time they do a movie, it's going to do big because people haven't seen a Star Wars movie for a while.
Yeah.
And then the sequels will do not as good, and then there'll be another break, and then
They need a Blade Runner. It needs to be the Blade Runner 2043 or whatever it was called of Star Wars, where it just looks feels different. It's like,
isn't that Andor?
Yeah, I guess it is. But Andor was very grounded too. I guess it had its like, ship lightsabers and shit. But for the most part, I want something epic. I want ironically, I was gonna say Rebel Moon.
Yeah.
But now with the Zack Snyder effect look thing.
You think they're gonna have
Not that I hate it. I'm just saying
the
that Zack Snyder.
lightsaber thing?
Don't copy him. What?
You think they're gonna have an issue with him putting lightsabers in there?
No.
No.
There's been tons of movies that use.
That's all, folks.
No, they're not gonna. No. By the way, that looks like it's gonna be my favorite character, the lady that uses it, the lightsabers with the big hat. It's an amazing hat, CjH.
Do you think she's gonna be the silent?
Yeah, they're gonna do the fucking silent Asian lady trope. Oh God, please don't do that anymore. Hollywood, that's cringe. No more. You always do like the little innocent Asian girl that's a mute, and then she's a fucking killing machine and shit and all that stuff. Like, nah, I've seen enough of that. Tom Cruise defeated that. Tom Cruise didn't even beat her, actually. It was the other guy.
Yeah. They even did that in The Boys.
Yeah, they did it in The Boys. Everyone's doing it. Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing.
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad. Oh my God. This is Katana. She's got my back. I would advise not to get killed by her sword or something. I forget the lines. I used to have it memorized. As it traps the souls of its victims.
What do you think of Warner Brothers?
This is Slipknot. A man can climb anything. What?
Do you think of Warner Brothers tax writing off all their movies?
Batgirl, I hate it. Why are you going to bring that up?
In terms of money, we have no money.
That was why I wanted to bring it up, because I wanted to play that clip. That was the sole reason. Only reason.
Does Aquaman feel dead to you?
I feel like after they've confirmed that it means nothing, yeah. I think there was a little bit of hope after The Flash and Blue Beetle. They're like, maybe these mean something to the new reboot. But I think after they confirmed that nothing means anything until
why can't they turn it? Okay, so why can't they turn it around and say, hey guys, this is the last movie? Unlike Endgame that kept going, this is the last one and we're ending it with a banger, the final one. No more after this. We're not going to lie to you and more. This is the end. Why aren't they marketing it in that sense then? Because Endgame, they could get Endgame numbers. Get an Endgame type hype of like, this is it. It was all building to this, even though it's not. Just market it that way. Fuck it. It's the end. It's the last one.
Oh yeah.
And you start the marketing of the new DC with no more lies. What?
That's what they should have done with The Flash, but they didn't.
I don't know.
Like in my mind, Aquaman should have came out first. The Flash should have been like the finale. And then anything after The Flash.
End with George Clooney. I agree. You have to end it with George Clooney, CjH. Otherwise, what are we doing? what's all this for? I want a bearded Batman, white bearded Batman. Otherwise, just like you want your red underwear, you got it, and I got mine. I got a white bearded Batman.
I thought I'd be kind of
I had to
curious.
sacrifice
if they
Batgirl
just-
for him, but whatever.
Do you think if they brought back Chris O'Donnell and George Clooney, it
No,
would do well?
bring
No?
do
You don't
the
think
original Burton idea and do Marlon Wayans.
you don't think that
The
nostalgia
original,
of the people that grew up with it?
the nostalgia when I heard the idea that Marlon Wayans was going to be Robin. That's the nostalgia I'm talking about. Let's bring it and make it a reality.
I mean, you could still do that, but like
Oh my god.
Chris O'Donnell, bring him back. He's got the suit. He still has the suit, apparently.
Where is it at cons?
Oh, does he?
I don't know. That was kind of a low blow. I apologize.
Definitely didn't like those movies. I mean, to be fair, they're not.
I'm
very
actually
good, but
a bigger fan of Batman and Robin than I am Batman Forever. Come at me.
yeah, that's true.
I like
You know,
Batman and Robin
so-
way more.
So
It's
Batman
just way
and For-
goofier.
Well,
It's like,
Batman
fuck it, go all the
Forever
way.
tries to be serious.
Yeah, Batman Forever is a little ridiculous. I felt Val Kilmer was super dry, like ridiculously dry.
And then,
George
like-
Clooney had a very charming Bruce Wayne going for him.
Well, I
thought
found that Batman and
the
Robin,
villains were hilarious. I just laughed at everything they did and said.
Batman
I
and
loved
Robin felt like they accepted the cringe
Yeah, yeah.
and like
I know I
Joker-
did. I thought it was all like it was just beautiful. It was masterful. It was all complete. I don't know what the hell was going on with Forever. They were all over the place.
I
with
mean,
that
I
one.
mean, if you look at it as a movie, it's terrible, but like as a
Oh, yeah.
cheese ball
And
fest,
the action was better and the effects are way better in Batman and Robin than, but I guess it came out after, so the effects would be better, but still
Yeah.
like way better. The action was way better. There's actually fighting and shit. I didn't like the action in Forever.
Yeah.
There's like a race,
and then the
and then they race in the
Schumacher
arm of
cut-
a building and shit. Like,
I
fuck
feel like
that.
the
Batman and Robin
Schumacher cut
forever.
is just gonna make it even worse. So it'll be like
yeah, probably it's
trying
gonna
to
make it
take
better.
something-
It's probably gonna be more consistent tone. The problem with Batman Forever is like the tone is kind of like Val Kilmer's doing it. Like, I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Everyone
He's-
and then
he's-
Tommy Lee Jones is doing that. So it's like crazy.
So Val Kilmer is trying to do a serious.
Yeah, he's serious and brooding, and it's just like it's coming off as monotone
And Tommy Lee Jones and Jim Carrey are like all
oh
goofy
my
and
god, yeah, it's crazy. And then Chase Meridian is just there being like, yeah, oh Batman, you know I love that, and it's like a different. Again, she's sort of in the. Well, she's not being as campy. She's in the camp factor in terms of the femme fatale
yeah.
sort of style.
And then Gotham doesn't even look the same.
Gotham looks like shit. Put more colors in there, please. The action scenes are just happening. You're in the middle. They just start action scenes in Batman Forever. Like you're just there. Like it's just randomly Batman's in a car. Oh, look at Two-Face with a carriage. He has a grenade launcher. It's like that just happens. Like there's no buildup. It's just shit. Action scenes just fucking happen.
Somehow we just talk about Warner Brothers.
Well, the
It's
Batman
like
and-
every other movie
Yeah,
talk
fuck-
channel.
I know. It's like fuck it. Yeah, that's why I have my channels that we don't do it. In Batman and Robin, there's buildup to the action scenes. It's like, oh, Robin is seeing Batgirl get a motorcycle at night. Where does she go? Oh, she goes to this racing thing. It's like there's actual buildup. It's not just like, oh, Batman's now driving, and now here's Two-Face in front of him.
I don't think many
the
of
fuck?
the movie talk channels they talk about Batman and Robin. So
No, not
We're
like
good.
not in a positive light like this. We're completely shitting on Batman Forever while loving Batman and Robin. Give me a
Yeah.
movie channel that does that.
exactly. Let's see. Oh, the Spider-Verse. What do you think of that?
I haven't
Now
seen it.
they're like Suicide or no, not Suicide Squad. I was gonna say Sinister Six.
They're not doing that.
Sinister
I thought they
Six.
dropped
Well,
that.
yeah. Well, they announced it and then they dropped it again.
Of course
because
they
they're
dropped
like, Venom is going to be the last. Venom. It's going to be the last Venom movie. And then, does that mean they have no faith in like Craven and like the one Madame Web?
What? Why? Why don't they have faith? I'm sorry. What?
I have no clue.
Why don't they have faith?
Do you think it's because of Morbius?
Yeah, Morbius should scare the shit out of everyone. It's a shame the big comic store I worked at in Phoenix promoted every brand. Boss made sure we didn't badmouth anything, even if we hated it. So smart. Our job was to sell.
Oh, you mean like how some people are like they hate Marvel or they hate DC? You just promote it. That's smart.
Wait, I can't imagine a comic book shop hating on Marvel and DC. I think what he's specifically saying is that in his store, the people working the store would be positive about all the comics. So if you were to go in there and be like, hey, what do you think of this DC? There's some stores that be like, that's not a good one. I kind of lost interest. What you want is this and that. Other people would be like, no, that's actually good because blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, because we want your money.
Because we want your money. I would only try to convince people from not buying manga. That's it. Be like, no, don't get that manga. Here, get this.
No, because
here's
then people need that money.
I would do it just to mess with manga weebs.
The artists
no manga.
Need that money.
Okay, Junji Ito only. Other than that, all right.
Death Note.
No, watch the anime. Go to a movie store.
Is much better. I think.
I disagree.
You disagree?
Well, I don't read manga. I've read some manga, but let's say, for example, my favorite anime of all time is Black Lagoon. You know, modern pirates. I started reading the manga. I did not like. I think I like the anime more. And I kind of dropped reading the manga. I was like, whatever. I'll probably pick it up again because they discontinued the show, or they're not doing anymore, and the manga goes farther. So, but for the most part, I prefer the anime than the manga. Plus, it's in color. Get the fuck out of here.
That sounds like cinema.
Hollywood films are, just say, like Spider-Man, which Sam Raimi's films I like actually, and I'm very glad that it was a big success.
That's my version of cinema.
I have a clip of Tilda Swinton saying, cinema, Wakanda forever.
Did she actually say that?
Yes, she did.
Wow.
In an awards. She said, cinema, Wakanda. I have that clip, and I can't use it. I don't have...
Okay. I was just checking what that clip was so I could delete it. It was a Pirates thing.
Unfortunately, the cat's out of the bag.
But
and superhero movies, let's say they bomb and they go away and they're no longer part of general audience's appetite. So that will allow other filmmakers to play with those superheroes for the artsy fartsy crowd, for the indie crowd.
Do you think
and
superhero
so like
movies will come back? I mean, Westerns never came back.
Yes. No, you'll get like what's going to happen, you'll get spurts where you have a 310 to Yuma, #1 at the box office, a hit. Every once in a while you get a movie like Open Range was a hit. Yeah. You know, every once in a while you'll get a superhero movie that is #1, you know? But
so what
if
could
they
happen
bomb
is...
and general audiences aren't eating it up, the filmmakers because it's already out of the bag. Like these movies, they're going to be played with more. You're going to get more Jokers now because filmmakers are going to be allowed to play with these characters way more. And so once again, the perp wins. So no matter what happens, movies aren't just going to go away. It's going to evolve.
Their whole concept of Marvel Spotlight could actually work.
Yes, we're already seeing that in a way. In a way, this is an answer to that. Marvel Spotlight. Hey, check these out. They're going to be different. I hope they allow the filmmakers to play more with these characters. which is what everyone
Do you
wants to do.
think we could see like the big names like Iron Man or Thor have their own
Absolutely.
versions?
Any one of them. I think Shang-Chi is primed to explode. Give him one more
And
movie
and they could
it's
like
good. Give him one more movie and it's good. Shang-Chi is number one. Well, character.
a-
Wanda
and
is great right now. She
they
died, but
I
she's good.
mean they could also like bring back the original actors too.
We
Like,
don't need them.
but you could like say Robert Downey Jr. has proven that he's a great actor, even without Iron Man. Like,
All these actors are great. Who isn't a great actor?
what I'm saying is like he's
Who in Marvel isn't a great actor?
well, that's true. They all proven
They're all
themselves
great.
in other franchises
Yeah, and
and other well, not
you
franchises,
have
but
like Brie
other movies.
Larson. Okay, Brie Larson won an Academy Award for an amazing performance that I love.
Tom Holland.
And she's getting upstaged by Miss Marvel. So Miss Marvel's good. Like every single one is great.
Yeah.
The casting is mwah. And they're smart too because they'll keep the casting if it works. Look at Daredevil. I hope they get Punisher. I hope that comes.
I think some of them are much more difficult to do the artsy fartsy thing though.
Some of them. I think Moon Knight would have benefited if it was more artsy fartsy.
Yeah.
If
Well,
he
actually,
would-
I think it was. And
well,
I think
it was
they
it was about to
didn't
be,
they just
and they did some interesting stuff in that second half in the psych ward,
Af-
all that, and the
Yeah.
mom and the brother, and it's like, whoa, those are some interesting.
I think
dark
that was
themes.
the darkest that Disney has ever gone.
Yes,
with
those were but they skirted over it. I think that's like the main, like that should have been we should have
they
been.
got scared.
Yeah,
You think?
I think
Kind
so.
of like the Hulk movie where it's
I
like
think so.
they
It's
tapped
also like,
into
why is that way in the back of the series too? Because like they didn't put it
Yeah.
up front. It would have been nice if because we get no
I
sense
thought that was
of.
great acting from Oscar Isaac. That scene.
I think he was phenomenal. Moon Knight is a very hit or miss show, and that's what's very disappointing about it is that when it does hit,
do you
it's
think what it is there's a lot of comic fans that wanted a certain thing from that movie or that show and they didn't get it, so that's why they don't like it?
No, because I think a lot of people don't even know what they would want from a freaking Moon Knight show outside of Moon Knight. Yeah, as long as it has Moon Knight, which fans, that was a major complaint. Not enough Moon Knight,
Yeah.
But
That's the whole point of it, I guess, is to like character develop. Like, look at Loki, such a great show, and they focused on that character.
I think Moon Knight was super interesting, and I think if they would have allowed their filmmakers to quote unquote be artsy fartsy, it would have been a masterpiece. And it's all because I'm putting my own thing into it, like what it could have been, especially when it comes to the psychological, when it comes to this man's waking up with different, living different lives when he falls asleep. That's already disorienting, and that should be part of how this story is being told, the disorientation, right? Memento it. Fuck it. Tell it backwards. Do it like that's what I'm saying. Once these movies are out of the general public's hands, they're going to be into people that want to play with cinema and the genre. People that grew up with Superman, but then got into Tilda Swinton movies in college. You know what I'm saying? That shit.
You know what they should do is, and I don't know if the family would allow it, but I want to see the movie of the creation of Superman, like the artists and the the
Sure,
writer.
and I'm sure that's coming, man. All these movies about startup companies and how this was made, those are big right now. That's definitely a trend. So definitely could see that. I heard he has a very interesting story. The creator of Super, two people, I think, right? Two guys.
Yeah, but do you think Warner Brothers would stop that just because it would expose how they were?
No,
families?
no, because I don't think so. No, because Superman, that was in comics. You're talking about the movie?
Would that have to
You're
be
talking about the
another
comics or the
studio?
movies?
So the comics when the Joe Schumacher. No, who's the guy that created Superman?
Bro, I'm not a comic book guy. I'm a movie guy. I have no idea.
Let me look it up.
Oh shit, we're getting into comic territory. Fuck.
Joe Shuster
Cool.
and Jerry Siegel.
Oh, I know that guy.
Those two,
Those two.
yeah, they should make a movie.
They should
about those.
apologize. Oh,
Well, yeah, but I
What?
think
What do you mean,
another
yeah?
studio would have to make a story about them because Warner Brothers would not allow that.
why?
To like
They
just
own
because
everything?
it gives it gives them a bad name.
You're giving me a bad name.
That's true.
Yeah. See, and I'm still here, so Warner Brothers will do it. A lot of these studios too will be like, they're gonna. I think Barbie is gonna open up the door that you can satirize yourself a little bit, and people will love it. Some
It's the
company,
same reason
some
that
people
Disney.
take that out of Barbie because many different studios take many different things of Barbie. Some studios are gonna take like, hey, it's okay to make fun of ourselves, and
Well, it's the same thing that Disney would never make a movie about Walt Disney.
actually Warner
That's
Brothers would totally
in
make
a negative light.
But Warner Brothers does have a history with like the Animaniacs and Tiny Toons and shit like that they make fun of themselves all the time.
Yeah, but I think that's different. If it's a biopic, it's different.
If they think they can make money off of it, they'll do it. End of story.
You think?
And I think they
even
could.
if
Yes.
Even if they're like, this guy was.
Like, how do they look bad if that's
person.
like this is about the comic industry? How would Warner Brothers look bad? This is
Well,
years before they
it-
bought the rights and all that shit.
Well, what it was that they never credited those two creators and never gave a cent
and this
to
is
the
their
families.
so now they're making this biography that could be seen as an apology to that. Hey, look, not only are we giving them credit, we're dedicating this movie to them. So boom, that's actually a good route to take optically.
Yeah, you put it that way, yeah, that makes sense.
They could do it that way. Yeah, there's always a route to take.
Yeah.
No one martial art is the answer.
Do you think John Woo could do a superhero movie?
He's not interested, apparently.
Really?
No, I mean technically he has.
He couldn't do like a
Hard boiled in
Daredevil.
China is known as the god of cops. So it's like, okay, that's
He
the god
couldn't
of
do a
cops.
Daredevil thing.
What?
Or a Punisher. He couldn't do Daredevil or Punisher.
No, he's a gun guy. Why would he do Daredevil?
So
I mean,
he'd be
he could
for
do
Punisher.
it. Yeah, Punisher. Yeah, he'll do Punisher. I mean, Silent Night looks like it's Punisher. Guy's family gets killed. He's getting revenge. Boom. That's the Punisher. Boom.
Yeah.
He's taking out all scum, right? You just add that element. Boom. You got Punisher. I don't see why Wu wouldn't do that. Unless Punisher has to talk to like freaking She-Hulk, then Wu's like, I don't know what I'm doing here.
I think at that point where it's like Kevin Feige is like, ooh, I gotta do this and this. I gotta be
John
connected.
Woo, and it's out there. It's on YouTube. John Woo has a pilot that was never aired. There was like a reboot of Lost in Space in the early 2000s that John Woo directed the pilot episode. And
That's not the movie that they did.
No,
is
it's
it?
not the movie.
No.
This is unaired. Unaired. John Woo directed. So John Woo was doing like weird shit, like fucking Lost in Space. So you never know. You could actually see that pilot on YouTube. That's where I saw it.
I wish they would re-release at least officially release the Fantastic Four from the 90s.
Wouldn't they have to pay something or some shit?
I think so. Yeah, that's the
I don't
problem.
know.
Or do you think
It's getting backgirled.
Well, do you think time has passed so long that it's like they don't have to now?
I mean, maybe they have. Have we even checked that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've checked it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, they probably
We
have.
haven't. Yeah.
All right, I'll look it up. You looked up the last one. I look up this one. Has Roger Corman
I think they made a documentary about it.
officially released Fantastic Four? Nope, not released officially.
4K.
Nope, not
Is there
released
a
officially.
Reason? Besides them thinking it's terrible.
Let me fucking see.
Kind
it's
of
out
like
there. You might
the
as well make
holiday
money off of it.
special. Like, I don't know why Disney hasn't released the holiday special. Because it must be in the contract for George not to ever release it.
Unreleased. The plot comics paid in exchange for the film. It's owned by Marvel.
Well, yeah.
No, I can't.
Can you imagine if they do the
No info
multiverse
on
thing
that.
and then they show
At least
up?
on Wikipedia. What?
Like, if they do the multiverse thing and that version of the Fantastic Four shows up, that would be cool.
No, it wouldn't. People
You
had a
don't
problem
think-
with Nicolas Cage. People had a problem
Yeah,
with
but that was
Christopher Reeve.
CGI and AI and all.
It was still
Well,
cool as shit.
Well, I saw an interview. It wasn't AI. It was CGI. Nick
I'm
Cage
CGI.
confirmed that it was not AI.
What's your favorite CGI shot of all time?
I mean,
What's your favorite CGI shot of all
no,
time?
I heard you. I just don't know what you mean by that. Like,
Your favorite shot involving CGI. Any form of CGI.
I actually can't think of it.
You gotta think of
practical
it.
just looks better.
What's your favorite shot with CGI?
Sandman.
Okay, there you go. That counts. His birth.
Yeah.
From the pebble to the man.
Yeah. I had to think about that one. That or Jurassic Park. Because the rain kind of helps.
Rain always helps. Rain helps horror movies. Rain helps action movies. Rain helps romantic movies. Chasing Amy shout out. Rain helps everyone in genre. Everyone loves the rain. What's your favorite Rain movie? Mine's Hard Rain, starring Christian.
Rain movie?
Rain movie. Mine is Hard Rain with Christian Slater
I
and
like
Morgan Freeman
whenever
and Randy
Zack
Quaid.
Snyder uses rain. It always looks visually cool. So I would say Watchmen.
Akira Kurosawa, when he used to make black and white movies, he used to put black ink in the rain. So why Akira Kurosawa movies always the rain scenes look badass is because he would put black ink because he was filming everything in black and white anyway, and he wanted the rain to stand out a little bit. So it had this really cool texture look to it.
I wonder how they made Sin City.
In a green screen.
Oh, yeah. But, like, did they...
With computers.
Well, so...
And Robert Rodriguez would call Frank Miller and say, hey, come on set so I could say you directed half of it.
You know how back in the day they had, like, the colors were different for
Hell yeah,
when
Black Rain.
they actually filmed it in black and white or whatever?
What? What
Like,
did you call me?
They were brighter or something.
Who's brighter?
When they filmed black and white,
Yeah.
the actors and all that, they wore colorful clothes.
Okay.
Didn't they?
Probably.
Okay.
Where are we going with this?
I don't know
No.
anymore.
Well, Orange Peel said Black Rain Bam. Black Rain Bam.
Okay.
Bam
we're moving
Margera?
on. We're losing viewers.
Who never had it? Bam Margera? Hi, I'm Lilmovieperp. Welcome to Jackass.
This is the after show. If anyone's just tuning in.
Yeah, this is the
A
after
show
show.
called
We're
The
looking for
After
a show
Show?
to come after.
I mean,
still haven't found our
technically,
show.
we're before another show called MME.
No, we're not an
Today.
MME. We're the after show of MME, but they wouldn't take us because we're too
No.
edgy.
Too edgy.
They said we're too extreme. They can't handle us talking about whatever they talk about because that's what after shows are. You talk about the show that preceded you.
Oh, that's true. So why are we called the after show?
We're looking for a show to go after. This is our pitch. This whole show,
That's our
this whole
pitch.
thing, we're pitching to other
So
channels.
so in like 10
CjH.
years
So
when we're still doing this show, we're still looking.
We're on the
for
grind,
after
baby.
show.
We ain't stopping until we get success. All right.
We're still
Yes.
looking for an after show.
We're looking
come
for a show.
after.
No, we are the after show.
Oh yeah,
confusing
we're
me.
still looking for a show that's.
We're looking
after.
for a show to go after because we're a great after show. We'll talk about the day's topics. If your co-host happened to say something funny, CJH will pick up on that and he will comment on that.
Yeah.
So we are a great after show. This is us pitching us to channels everywhere. We'll after show anyone. We'll after show Donkey, that Donkey guy. PewDiePie, we could after show that easy. Oh, PewDiePie's talking to Ben Shapiro. Oh, look at that. What'd you think of that, CJH? Whoa. Yeah, that's right. We'll after show a political show. I don't care.
Yeah,
Let's
after show Daily Wire.
Daily Wire. Any Daily Wire show. We'll after show Ripaverse. I don't care. Or any one of those Ripaverse fans. We'll after show you and we'll talk about the dumb shit you said. We'll after show anything.
Yeah.
Give us a show. We'll after it. Right now, right here on the spot. Look, audition
right
us.
now. Exactly.
Audition us.
Right now.
All right. Let's get back to movie talk because Isaac, the biggest movie fan, is here, and we gotta feed the biggest
movies.
movie fan.
Gotta feed them.
You gotta feed them.
Feed
Feed them
the
with movie
viewers.
talk.
We got 7 viewers on your channel.
Really? That's gross. Why
And
aren't you people
0
in
on-
CJH's? You guys are assholes over there, man. I never get fucking 7 viewers. You fucking are assholes are doing this just to piss off CJH. And don't think I don't know it. Go over to CJH's channel, hit the like. Assholes. I have a community of assholes.
You know what it is? I'm not consistent with my content.
Yeah, it is. It is that. Hey, pop cult counter. We all know you wait for that Ridley Scott director's cut.
You know what it is?
And
though?
you'll get
I'm
get that movie.
I'm a perfectionist.
Kingdom of Heaven. Kingdom of Heaven director's cut is a fucking masterpiece compared to that goddamn theatrical cut.
So like I'll make content
What was the-
and then I delete it after because
Look at this guy.
like
I'm talking to Pop. This guy's going off on his content again. My God. What a show.
wow, what a show. After show.
What was the movie he did? Ridley Scott did with Michael Fassbender and Cameron Diaz, The Constable
Cameron
or some
Diaz.
shit. Yes.
Mhm.
No, guys, wait for the. I'm telling you, Ridley Scott. I'm telling you, there's going to be a fucking 4-hour director's cut of Napoleon, and it's going to be fire.
He should make another
Fire.
Prometheus movie.
He did. It was called Covenant.
That was good. I thought it was good.
Damn. The Counselor. Yeah, that I heard that director's cut's a freaking masterpiece too. I was like, God damn, dude, that's this guy.
It ended in a cliffhanger.
I swear to God, The Counselor. I saw like one of my favorite critics had that as their worst movie, and then the next year when the director's cut, I swear to God, he put it in his top 10. And I was like, God damn, Ridley Scott does it again. And fucking director's cuts. Fucking fire, dude. Robin Hood. Fucking Robin Hood. Everyone hated Robin Hood.
Most directors like their favorite films, not like the big budget ones.
What?
Like
Yeah,
when people have the movie directors, they have an interview about like what their favorite movie is. It's never one of the big budget movies.
I mean, probably.
Other than like
Yeah,
Star
sure.
Wars. They mentioned
Sure.
Star Wars.
Yeah, they'll mention Star Wars. I mean, it depends, man. Like there is an autorism being lost a little bit with some of these Marvel stuff. Sure. But back when Spider-Man 2 came out, the Raimi one.
That was big.
That was
big.
not filmmakers were tipping their hat. I think it was even Alexander Payne who was nominated for I think it was Sideways, the wine movie. He was giving praise like, "Hey guys, why aren't you nominating Spider-Man 2 for best director?" He was out there.
Do you think that's the problem
so-
with Marvel? Now that they're not hiring big name actor or
No.
directors.
They are hiring auteurs, all right. They're just not letting them speak. They're containing them. You know, some
So
of
when
them
they
could
do-
some of them could labyrinth. Obviously,
Like-
James Gunn is a guy that could fuck a labyrinth through
James
that
Gunn
Hollywood
and
system.
Sam Raimi.
Sure. I mean, Sam Raimi is like, what? He's just gonna. I understood that Marvel could.
I
What was
I
getting
gotta
with it.
rewatch that Doctor Strange movie because I did not get it. Like I didn't like it, but I feel like it has to have a second watch to really get it. No,
Pop Connor says for the Napoleon movie, you can tell there's a 4-hour cut put there when you see it. So many conversational scenes are cut down to shit. Yeah, and Ridley Scott, especially, you got to let his scenes. He lets shit breathe, right? He's not like those type to do fast-paced filmmaking. That was his brother.
Ridley Scott
Tony
does
Scott,
like
rest in
4
peace.
different cuts.
Ridley Scott is I still give that man props. I can't believe he's still out there doing.
I don't know which Blade Runner to watch. The first original.
Just do the final cut. That's what I do. The Last Duel.
He's not like George Lucas, where he's like, well, actually, the first original one is the one I liked.
I think he's like the most I move on director. Like he just moves on. Because I remember there's a story in Legend. There's a famous thing. It happened with the Legend set. It got burnt down. The Legend set was actually way bigger. As awesome as that movie
Legend?
is. No, Legend. The Tom Cruise, Tim Curry as the devil, fairy fantasy movie.
Yeah.
It was like awesome visual. It was Ridley Scott, right? He basically sort of kind of like the first start of like that Lord of the Rings, that no one was taking fantasy serious. You know, he wasn't like Lord of the Rings in terms of like how grounded and realistic, even though it's completely made up. He wasn't like, he was a little more fairy tale with it. But it was like the start of that. Like looking
I
at
agree
fairy
with
tales.
this take. I think 49 is actually better.
No, I agree with you. There's a lot of things. I mean,
Same with Tron Legacy. Tron Legacy is better than Tron.
I didn't like Tron Legacy.
Really?
That's fine. No, I didn't. I thought the visuals were amazing though, but yeah.
The music was
Yeah, the
great,
music was
too.
incredible. Yeah, all that. I got really bored after the fucking race, the light bikes.
I thought that opening
After everything
scene where
after that, I was like, oh my god.
I think the opening scene where he's like, well, the second opening scene, because first is like that weird CGI Jeff Bridges thing, but the second one where he's like parachuting,
Yeah,
off the building,
that was cool.
that was cool,
I think Cillian Murphy was in that.
and
scene.
like the motorcycle chase, that was cool.
There wasn't a motorcycle chase.
Yeah, well,
That
it
doesn't
was.
count.
He
I need one
was on
crash
that.
in my chases, please. There wasn't a single police car crash. You just drove faster than them.
That's true.
I guess it's a chase. I'm
Yeah,
just fucking
that's
joshing.
chase.
Hey,
Yeah,
Jeffrey Miller said hello to
Miller.
you, but not to me.
I know.
Hey, Jeffrey Miller, did you see Influencer yet? I recommended that movie like months
Finally
ago. to
got
this guy.
viewers at my
I
channel.
really want to see a
Where have
thriller, a
I
good
been?
thriller. And, hey, watch Influencer. Thanks, perp. Nothing.
Where
Nada.
have I been? I've been like, one, I've been working, but also
I got Pop in
I'm
here.
like-
He recommends one movie. The next day, I'm on it.
I'm a perfectionist, so like I make content and then I never release it because I'm not happy with it.
What are we talking about? I was yelling at Jeffrey.
I'm
I'm yelling at Jeffrey. You're like giving him like who knows what.
Jeffrey mentioned asked where
I'm just
I've
kidding,
been.
Jeff, by the way. This is all for fun. This is all for fun.
I have no clue what you're
I'm gonna
talking
get
about.
ready. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna probably try to be as prepared as possible for next year's Oscars.
The third one? Or wait, no. Oh,
What?
wait. The next year Oscar?
Yeah, this year's Oscars, I'm gonna watch them because I normally like don't watch a lot of the stuff. It's like I only watch movies I'm interested in. This year, I might make an attempt to watch a bunch of shit before the Oscars and do a big Oscar stream with me, Homura, whoever wants to come by. So I'm actually gonna watch a bunch of like fucking Oscar bait movies. Because I haven't
No,
done
it
that in a while.
was this was a stream that was like planned for like forever.
What? Who?
Like this one right here that we're
No,
in.
it was not planned like for like forever.
Yeah, well, I mean, it wasn't originally the after show.
No. What was it?
It was just a regular show.
Okay.
I just wanted to do. I made a thumbnail for it, and then I just
Okay.
forgot about it. So
Oh.
that's why I think a lot of people are joining.
Jeffrey, I
Like-
saw Saltburn. It was quite a ride. I dug it more than Promising Young Woman. I don't know if that's going to be an Oscar bait movie though. Even though actually Promising Young Woman won the fucking best screenplay, so who knows?
I do have
dug
the
Saltburn
thumbnail.
way more than Promising Young Woman though.
I
was
do
like,
have the
it is a fun, deliciously diabolical, sexy little thriller.
I do have the thumbnail for next weekend's stream. If it might be next weekend or the weekend
Why?
after.
What if like big news happens? What if aliens
Well,
come?
because I like doing thumbnails.
Well, I guess that's apt if aliens do come. Yeah. Apt pupil.
Yeah.
Shout out Brian Singer.
I'll
No,
Photoshop
no,
that.
no.
I feel like that would be a delay though, just because considering it's too early for a Christmas stream.
We got what's whiff? I've heard of TIFF. I haven't heard of whiff. What's whiff?
With what Christmas
What?
with
Toronto
the
International
aliens?
Film Festival. What's whiff?
What do you mean with? It's a word.
I'm talking to Orange Peel. What the hell is whiff? I've heard of
Oh,
TIFF.
whiff.
You're tiffing me off right now. What's whiff? Windsor International Film Festival. I've never heard of that one. What big movies have come out of that one? Oh, cool. So it's like more of a local film festival. Yeah, you should definitely check that out. I think if Napoleon gets nominated for anything, they should specify it's the theatrical or director's cut. It won't. They will not.
probably
The
be the
director's cut's coming
theatrical.
years later.
It'll be
I
the
think.
theatrical.
It'd be like 2
Because
years.
normies, they don't know.
Yeah, if the fucking Oscar bait movies don't step it up, Napoleon will get that nomination. I've seen such lukewarm, like mixed reception. Not even lukewarm. Sorry, mixed reception to Napoleon. I don't know if it's gonna get nominated.
Groovy.
Yeah, groovy.
Yeah.
What up, Bear?
Bipolar Jedi is here. This
Hey, bipolar. Bipolar. Watch Saltburn. You'll love it. It's fucking crazy. Dude, okay, I gotta say, Saltburn, I'm a horror freak, bro. I watch some of the sickest shit too. I've seen some stuff that I'm sure none of you have even heard of. Movies like Headless or Crazy Murder from New York. And I gotta say, so I watched a lot of crazy horror films this year alone. And I gotta say, Saltburn has a scene in there that I was just like absolutely disgusted. Okay. I was absolutely the gravy scene. No, it was not the gravy scene. I was laughing at that part. If what I think the gravy, what you're talking about. No, there's a scene in it takes place in a bathroom that I was gagging. I was like, oh, it was like, oh shit, that is really gross. Like as a horror guy, when I cringe like that, I have to give my movie props. When they sell the illusion, and it's done with performance as well, of something, and this is what I'm talking about, like the safest way to enjoy dangerous ideas, dangerous shit like murder and blood and guts and all that shit. In the safest environment is with this fake illusion of it, right? And this is what I live for. This scene in Saltburn where I was like, oh, that's gross. I don't even want, and it makes you think about it too. It makes you think about it. I was just thinking about it. I was like, man, fucking Saltburn. Props. You made me cringe. I challenge Perp to a contest of who has seen. I don't know, man. Horror is like I watch a lot of the SOV shit. I've like probably seen your neighbor's movie and shit if it's a horror movie, you know. But sure, I'm down because you know what? You're gonna introduce me to a bunch of shit. So this is a fucking life hack. This is a life hack how to watch more interesting weird shit.
See, this
Challenge other
is how
YouTubers. I've seen more shit than you.
this is how I vaguely tell people to subscribe without actually telling them to subscribe. You know, because some
Hell
content
yeah, let's
creators
go.
out there are always like smash the
Fucking
like
go.
button, blah 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 blah.
They gotta be good though, man.
See, I
That's
prefer
the
to
challenge.
earn the like. I like to earn the like.
You like to earn the like?
Yeah,
Do you feel you've earned a like so far?
I think so.
I think so too. Great job.
Yeah. Doing well.
Do you think we've had a successful first two shows of just bullshit?
First two, well, it's amazing we got to the second show.
Yeah.
Usually I delay. I'm like, I'm not feeling for this show, you know. But I've been consistent 2 times. That's a start. I wasn't.
I can't believe you tricked me into being a co-host. By the way,
I know somehow.
I gotta reiterate this to everyone. He didn't ask. He's like, "Hey, I'm doing the show with you." I'm like, "All right, okay."
Yeah, we're doing this.
He showed me a thumbnail. I was like, "Okay, I gotta do it." He did the thumbnail. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Once you get the thumbnail going, it's the only way into a perp's heart.
Yeah. I know.
Jeffrey Miller. I didn't even know you had shows. No, he didn't.
No.
It's a show / hostage situation.
The next one is this. The next one is the same time next week. Hopefully next week, if not the following week. But I'll probably force myself to do it next week.
I can't watch shit like that. I'll just skip it. Not for me. Yeah, Saltburn is a yeah. But it's really good. I enjoyed it. I've seen movies that aren't even commercially available anymore. My holy grail is Roomful of Spoons. Never heard of that. Doing good. The doc that exposes Tommy Wiseau's past. No fucking way. Let me get a piece of that. Tommy has been fighting to keep.
You saw
it
a
from
trailer
releasing
for
his
the
name.
shark
Damn.
movie that he's doing.
Bad Shark.
Big Shark or something like that.
Yeah, I don't have any of that. I have a bunch of I guess I have a bunch of foreign films that haven't been distributed here. I have a bunch of Mika Nikanawa's movies. She's amazing. She's like a fashion photographer that makes these like visually like scrumptious, like colorful movies. They haven't been distributed. I got a bunch of her movies. I have the August Underground movies. Fish Story. Never heard of Fish Story. What is that? Give me some horror ones. I want to see if you know have any obscure horror ones. What is Fish Story? Here, I'm adding. Hold on. Let me add this shit to my letterbox. Go off, King. Let's hear it. Let's see it. Fish Story. Is that from 2009? What is this? These aren't genre. A rock band writes a song called Fish Story based on one sentence. Sounds like the creation of this stream.
I'll eventually do gaming streams again.
Power
I know I stopped doing the gaming streams for a while, but you know, once I find a good game.
You see a Pop. You see speaking of punk rock, you see What's Up Rockers, the Larry Clark one. I found it charming. Larry Clark made a charming movie with kids. What's Up Rockers? I recommend that one.
Yeah.
It was an awesome template. He used the template of the Warriors, right? It's like these these punk rock kids hook up with like a quote unquote, white girl from the suburbs. And then they have to get like, I forget what happens. Like they have to leave, but they're stuck in the suburbs. So it's them trying to get back home. It was actually a charming movie by Larry Clark. Oh yeah, nah.
I think I've done more of these shows than the CJH podcast.
How many? Wait, that means
I
you've
am
only done
joking.
one.
No,
Oh.
it's funny. I actually have done a few CJ. But I can't even say my channel's name.
Hey TJ, we're just talking about shows and Larry Clark films.
Yeah, we
just got to Ken Park.
We already talked.
I recommended Ken Park to. I never saw
we
it.
already
I recommended
talked
it
about
to Bipolar.
Hollywood going
He didn't know
down
Bully was Larry Clark.
with the ship.
I was like, yeah, Bully. That reeks of Larry Clark too. I was like, watch it, Ken Park. I heard that one's wet. That one seems way too extreme for me. I was like, I don't need to see kids hanging out naked for like fucking 2 hours. No, thank you. One of my favorite
put that thing back where it came from, or so help me. Get that thing away from me, you guys.
thing. No, it's Dig. I don't watch a lot of docs. I don't watch docs. But I like Dig. That was fun.
All right. So wait.
What's up, CjH? I'm talking to the chat, man. We're talking movies over here. CjH's over here. This is a great show.
Sorry
Watch
for
all
my
the shows are
internet
like this. Just CjH
crappy last
bitching
show
about his channel. Well, I just talked to chat about movies. That'd be hilarious.
Oh no, that was a
We
different.
do like
show.
19 episodes like that. Just in our own little world. I'm in this box. He's in that box. We're both talking about different things. CJ, that should be the thing. That should be our thing.
That should be
It's just
the
an absolute mess. This absolute. Hey, and then we're really dumb about it too. So we're like, hey, we'll get more audience members that way, because then I'll get audience members for my topic, and you get audience members for your topic. And it's twice the audience. What's the most depressing and disturbing movies you guys have seen more than once? Well, fuck. I mean, man, you're probably gonna laugh at me, but I'm a very.
Don't do it.
I like Lars von Trier, right? So I think Dancing in the Dark is kind of depressing. Breaking the Waves. I do get emotional with Breaking the Waves, but I don't think it's depressing at the end with what happens. I think it was like a kind of beautiful. So I don't know if that counts. Dogville, I fucking love Dogville. Are those depressing? I don't know if that counts. I'm not a depressing guy.
There's
Hereditary was fucking
I have
brutal.
a hard time watching like gore movies, like
I love
Saw.
gore movies.
No, like it's a different type.
I have
of,
the
like,
best
gore.
standard. I have the best standard. Okay, so I don't normally like torture porn for one reason. I don't like gore movies where it's someone is sitting down and being tortured, and then they're just gore,
like eyeballs and
yeah.
like,
well, I'll do an eyeball, but it's got to be either a flash attack, like a slasher in the back of the van. You know, the girl gets inside in the front, and then he takes out her eyeball. Like, there needs to be action and movement or surprise.
It can't be
but
like
I can't
the
have
focus
captive
on
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it's like someone's captive and there's nothing they could do about it, and they're just being tortured. I was like, no. There's
not just that, but
I think
like
there's very minimal creativity in that.
Like there's
outside of just amazing practical gore effects you could show me, and I could be impressed by that alone. There's nothing else I get out of that.
Like
I need
I'm
action.
Thinking of what's
chase the girl and then cut her leg off.
There's a movie called Would You Rather, and like
yeah.
Scene.
I've heard of that.
I'm like I can't watch that.
See, to me, I like eyeball, whatever. I could watch it technically, but it's like, will I like it? It's like, no, give me the zombie eyeball scene. Give me like an action.
Yeah, when it's a zombie, it's like
Dear Zachary. Oh my god, asshole. Yeah, that's a shit fucking depressing ass
with
fucking
like
movie.
a screwdriver.
Yeah, I saw
like,
that.
I'm fine with that.
Too.
But like you have like,
hey, that's a Canadian movie. CjH, Dear Zachary. It's Canadian, right? Yeah, watch that movie. Fucking hate your whole judicial system or whatever.
Same with
what's the other one you mentioned? Oh my god, there's something wrong with Auntie several times too. What is that? Is that a doc? I'll watch it if it's real, like a narrative.
What's a show on Netflix that they deleted one of the scenes with it's about suicide or
Resident Evil?
no the
Oh,
it's
Cowboy Bebop?
It's a list of
oh.
reasons or something.
A list of 13 reasons why?
Yeah. There was a
Okay.
scene in there that I couldn't. I had to
Alright,
look away.
I saw. Okay, that
That
was
they
like that
removed
trash ass
from.
show that my girlfriend loved. So I saw the 4th season. That thing is fucking wild.
They removed a scene
That shit is so like fun. Like,
from
teens are
Netflix,
on one, bro.
and I can't watch.
Teen
something like
entertainment is on one right now.
But no,
me tell you.
it's the whole gore thing. Like, it's funny. I can watch like Halloween, but I can't watch.
Oh, I'm not watching that. I can't do real life shit, Pop. I can't do real life stuff and gore stuff. I can't do that. I need the illusion. Okay, here's one for you. Pop. Do you know the films of Marion, or I think it's Marion Dora? Have you seen that? Have you heard of that guy?
We're losing viewers because
All right, no one else
we're
but Pop
talking
looked
about
that guy
gore.
up.
So
All right, unless he's probably heard of him already.
probably, yeah.
Angel.
Let's move on.
That guy, he does like horror art house films, but he is extreme. So yeah, don't watch it if you don't like animal cruelty.
He stinks, and I don't like him.
Car crash that killed Batman. Yeah, I can't stand the real life shit. No, I don't show me any of that.
Yeah, let's not.
Gross.
Got 6 viewers. I got 2 viewers on.
Fucking climax.
You
TJ
told me
the climax.
mentioning it.
Let's all take drugs and rave.
No, we in fact we got 20 viewers.
Make Blade like climax. That's what but you're having trouble, Marvel. You're having trouble like with Blade. Just do climaxes with Blade, and you do the whole. That's how you do the whole opening scene, but you extend it into the movie because the best Blade moment. Make no mistake, ever is the opening of Blade. I mean, that shit was better than anything Guillermo del fucking Toro did. That's how good it was. All right, Guillermo del Toro is a fucking master, and he couldn't match the impact of that Blade opening. So what they got to do for Marvel, you got to just extend that opening. Climax is the key. Climax is the template.
We gotta trick the viewers into thinking we got like 30 viewers watching. Just gaslighting.
We're doing a great job by announcing it like that.
I know.
Now it's a harder sell. We got 42 people watching.
Whoa.
Don't forget to come to CjH Entertainment. Smash
400
that like.
viewers.
Lobo, series or movie? Movie, because I want badass extended action sequences. If it's a series, it's going to be extended talking sequences. Like 5 minutes of action in the fucking 7th episode or some shit. No. Movie.
I do think it's funny though that
no, they'll put an action sequence in the pilot for sure. They need
once the live stream is done, people watch more.
What?
Yes, they actually once the live stream is done, people actually watch the video.
Yeah, because they all want to see if I'm talking shit.
Yeah.
They want to say, what did Perp say? Did he say that shit? No, I didn't. Relax. I just want to talk about movies.
Yeah, we're not talking about
films.
YouTubers.
Yeah, I don't talk about YouTubers. Okay, sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. I'm not gonna lie. I talk about YouTubers.
that one video you did.
You got me.
That one video. A
couple videos. Okay, a couple videos. All right. All right.
You did the Jarbo video.
So half my content is YouTubers. All right.
We're talking about.
And I will not extend beyond that. And you can't make me. And I want to talk about movies and yeah, Anya Taylor-Joy, Mad Max, let's fucking go. That movie's gonna bomb and everyone's gonna say once again, David, can you made up for woman about for movie? And we're like, well, the last one bombed too.
People actually said that?
They will.
They will.
Mad Max isn't like a
The
fucking
exact
blockbuster.
thing.
Yeah, they'll say exactly like that because they're fucking drooling and shit. Did everybody that wants to see action movie with woman? Why?
I don't know why I thought that was funny.
Because it cause different. Not really. Different now. All right.
Somehow, this director's name
Only if
eventually
James
gets
Gunn is handling, but
mentioned.
movie, yes.
He
Yeah.
eventually gets mentioned in movie talk.
I bet
There's
James
like
Gunn has
no
a drawer, just a drawer
there's-
filled with Lobo shit he wants Lobo to say.
There's
So,
no
yes.
movie talk.
He will
without
and
talking
James
about
Gunn
James-
definitely will do a pass at the Lobo character of whatever script he shows up in.
Oh yeah, we also got to mention the word
Fuck!
woke.
I like when heels versus babyface. I don't mention YouTubers.
Wait, what's his name?
I don't mention you. I like when
YouTubers.
heels versus babyface said people are waking up.
Nerdrotic.
He doesn't get it. He said that unironically. People are waking up. What? What are they doing? What do you hate? What unironically, CjH, you get it? People are waking up. That means they're woke.
Yeah.
People are getting woke. Oh my God, the
They're
other side's getting woke.
woking up.
SJWs, we won, baby. We got them woke. People are waking up. He said it.
Yeah.
I won.
Word
I'm
for
the
word.
last SJW on fucking YouTube. And I won.
You
I
won.
wanted heels to wake up, and I got him to wake up, bitch. Call me Lil Movie Alarm Clock. You're awoken, bitch.
So he's a woke.
Lil Movie Alarm Clock. I'll wake your ass up. I'll wake any community up with the after show. Yeah, maybe that's
Yeah.
our.
Even brought my channel back.
Yeah, I brought it. We're back, baby.
No longer dead.
Ray Skywalker is back too. We are back, baby.
No, it's the only
We
way
are
to
so
really.
fucking back, baby.
There's one way to revive my channel. We just talk about Clone Wars.
All right, I'm not talking about Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Way to kill my hype.
Your
Man,
hype.
I uncovered some shot about that whole scene that will break a large part of how they work. Some shot. I know you misspoke or misspelled, and I'm not understanding. Man, I uncovered some shit about that. Which scene? That's what I mean. Sorry. Let me clarify. I don't understand what scene are you talking about. I made one expose video already, but it's everyone's shout out to Pop Counterculture.
Did you have a heated?
He's calling out all
discussion?
these guys. I'm too afraid to call out. I
Do you
made
have
one
a heated-
expose video already, but it's members only till Thursday. Members only. That one.
You have-
That one's insane. Isn't members only like a sexy thing? I don't know.
I don't even know which comment you're on now.
I'm on Pop. The next one is fundamentally damaging to how they operate. Oh, based. Was it Lil Movie Perp and Anthony or someone else getting into a heated discussion the other day? Probably. I
On
get
what
into heated
channel?
discussions on a day-to-day basis, my friend. Everyone's being vague. Everyone needs to be specific.
The only time you're not heated is on my
The
channel.
nerdrotic scene. I meant shit. Oh yeah, the nerdrotic scene. Subbed. Hey, you got a sub? Who'd you sub to, Orange Peel?
You better be me.
Yeah, it better be
I'm
CjH.
joking.
I want everyone to hit dislike for my shit. Oh, for Pop. CjH.
Oh
again.
damn!
Clip that shit.
It's only unsubs for me. It seems like every day, like there's an unsub. Although lately it's been people subbing. So
CjH, you're bleeding.
good. I
You gotta be
know.
like, I ain't got time to bleed. All right, that's why you kidnapped me and making me do these fucking streams. Just desperate. This is like a fucking Cecil B. Demented thing
See,
going on here.
we gained a sub.
There you go.
We're living.
Thank you, TJ Laser.
It's like a band-aid.
Yeah. But you're bleeding from the mouth and nose too. We got to do something about that. I'm glad you got that cut on your knee. But, got to work on the other stuff.
Yeah. We're an hour in.
We're an hour and 30 minutes in, bro. Hour and 34
Yeah.
minutes. We're a full Jackie Chan movie. Look at that.
A full
Martial arts,
episode.
90-minute movie, 94-minute movie.
Full episode. Feel like if I went longer, I wouldn't get as
Dude,
much
you don't want to know
time.
about Jeffrey. My channel will scare you. You don't want to go there. Sign up to CjH or MME.
fact-
I'm the best at MME.
In fact,
Subscribe and like
best
the
when I'm at
CjH
MME.
Entertainment channel for your
Although I'm
all-access ticket to
protesting MME
side-splitting
until
content.
my-
Don't just watch.
My great discretion
Wait, what?
is acknowledged.
what were you saying?
My intro for my show, for my streams, was deleted from the MME
Really?
group. Yes. And I demand acknowledgement. I was asking for an apology. I don't want an apology anymore. That's fine. You don't have to apologize. I want acknowledgement.
That sounds like you're being phased out.
Shut up, CJ. They'll never phase me out. I'm the fucking best. I'm the goddamn Raptor. One for me, they'd only be talking about James Gunn and Zack Snyder, all right? I'm kidding. I saw Chet in theaters. That was 4 hours plus intermission. I didn't see it.
And
My
they
bro
said
said he said it was
deleted
good.
stuff.
My bro said, because I'm Cuban, right? So my bro said, hey, yeah, my bro's Cuban too. My bro was like, hey, they got the Cuban accent there. When he was in Cuba, they hired Cubans. I was like, oh, good, cool. So that's one of our pet peeves is like the certain Hispanic accents don't match up sometimes. I go with it. I go with it most movies, but I especially praise when movies pay attention to that detail, which they did for Che.
I'm just looking
Apparently.
at the analytics, and apparently we get more viewers as the stream goes on. Like an hour in.
What are you talking about? We're an hour 36. Why do you keep saying an hour in?
An hour in.
We're an hour. Yeah, we're 15 minutes in technically. Yeah, sure.
Be part of the entertainment revolution. Hit those buttons and let's make hilarity history.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
no,
I thought
didn't play
Orange
the-
Peel. Yeah, let's get political. Yeah, I thought it was
It-
hard. I thought it was hardcore left until I went on Twitter. And no,
It
I'm
didn't
not.
play the whole ad.
Subscribe and like the CjH Entertainment channel for your all-access ticket to side-splitting content. Don't just watch. Be part of the entertainment revolution. Hit those buttons and let's make hilarity history.
That's pretty cool.
And then
Wrap yourself in laughter with the CjH Entertainment merch.
That's awesome.
From witty quotes to inside jokes, our TeePublic store brings your favorite podcast to life on awesome apparel. Dress like a true fan. Check out the CjH
fan.
Entertainment merch now and turn your wardrobe into a hilarious conversation starter. Only at tpublic.com/the CjH Entertainment.
I don't think I played this
Ever
one
wished
yet.
you could understand
Oh my
what your
God,
pet is thinking?
CJH, you're killing me.
With the Telepause translator, you'll finally have access to your furry friend's deepest desires. Whether
my
it's their
God.
need for a belly rub, their disdain for the mailman,
Don't make fun of the
or their
furry
secret
community,
ambition
man.
to become a canine astronaut.
You can fucking use some of them in her.
It's talking about dogs.
Why are you making fun of the
Cats.
furry community? They're a legitimate community. They just want to have fun. All right, furries just want to have fun.
It did not mean
Some
that.
people call me a furry because I'm wearing this avatar. Are you the avatar on?
I'm probably gonna have
I
to
am the
redo
avatar.
that one.
What?
I'll have to redo that
All
one.
right. Do you
Yeah,
guys?
Introducing the Chrono Toast 3000, the toaster that not only crisps your bread,
This is
but also
shit.
takes you on a delicious journey through
Absolute
time.
shit.
Ever wondered what the Renaissance would smell like?
No.
Now you can experience it every morning with the aroma of freshly toasted medieval bagels.
Smells like piss and shit. People shout outside and shit.
Okay.
Say goodbye
They
to
need to
rain-soaked
show more
days
shitting in
with
medieval-
the Aqua Shield Ultra.
Medieval media.
This
medieval
umbrella comes with an actual
entertainment
force
media.
field that repels raindrops,
I don't see enough shitting.
ensuring you stay dry even in
Where
the
are y'all
stormiest
shitting?
weather. Be
Ridley
warned,
Scott.
however, the force field might also
Show
deter
more
any
people
attempts at
in knight
friendly
armor
conversation.
Because I want to know how they do it. Like they're just in the because there's a lot of people. There's is there one medieval movie where you see a line to the restroom or like whatever they use, like latrine or whatever the fuck? Because think
Oh, yeah.
about it. They have all those banquets. Where are those
Lord
people
of the
shitting?
Rings? Lord of the Rings.
Where are all those people shitting when they're partying and shit? And I want to see a line. Did they make lines back then to the bathroom, to the latrine, to the buck? Was there like just a row of buckets outside of the banquet hall? Where's
I feel
everyone
like it
shitting?
would be buckets.
Ridley Scott. Because I remember Ridley Scott could answer this. Because in Robin Hood, and I'm fucking name dropping Robin Hood a lot in this stream. The Russell Crowe Robin Hood, there's a cool part. Everyone gives that movie shit. It's like, I understand. I personally had a lot of fun with it. There's one scene where everyone's good. They're at war, right? And war is just like an everyday thing. I guess it's treated like that. It feels like that. So in the middle of them like firing arrows and shit, these guys come out with like a bunch of like food and shit. It's like launch while like arrows are flying everywhere and everyone has to eat in the middle of battle. I was like, yes, thank you. I've wanted to see that. Thank you. Now show me where people shit.
Transport yourself to the golden era of video stores with the CineSense collection. Each candle recreates the nostalgic scent of a classic movie genre. Enjoy 80s action hero with notes of explosions and leather jackets, or embrace rom-com bliss with a delicate blend of roses and awkward meet-cutes.
I mean, it's all Greek to me now. This is just words. The fuck?
Start your day with the taste of Triumph cereal. Each
What is
spoonful
this?
comes with a
we
miniature
judging these?
acceptance
What is
speech and a tiny golden cereal
Why are you showing me this?
Warning,
These are commercial
may cause
breaks.
It's not
sudden
even
urges
fucking
to
movies.
thank your
I
family,
said I want to talk
friends,
about
and
fucking
fellow
movies.
cereal
Hollywood going
munchers.
down? No. It's evolving. It's becoming self-aware. Everyone swears it's a win that they got a South Park episode to have Kathleen Kennedy, who looked good, by the way. I thought her character looked good. At the
I
end,
think
I was like, they're not really making fun of her. Like,
everybody's making that.
It's like, yeah, I guess I lost my way. It's like, dude, they're playing the sad music song when the kids learn shit. It's like they're making her look good. Like that was the intent. It's like giving her heart, giving her a little bit of an arc.
Everybody's making.
Everyone
that
swears
show
it's a win. Look, we won. Look, now South Park, Hollywood can't have fucking. It's like, no, fuckers, they are Hollywood. They're just self-aware.
They're making their South Park their
It was
personality.
like, actually, they've always had disdain for if you watch their movies, they've had disdain for the fucking industry. It's like, look who they're hiring. Dumbasses. CjH, we got to get more political, man.
No, never.
Bernie Sanders. Kamala Harris. Joe Biden. Who's the Ron Paul. Sarah Palin. I'm running Trump. Yeah, Trump. Big Daddy Trump again. Fuck it, do it. All right. I'm running out of political figures. Al Sharpton. Everyone mentioned. Jesse Jackson. Zack Snyder. Fucking. Who was the surgeon that died from COVID?
I am a surgeon.
Oh, yeah, that guy. That's not political.
No, that's just a bad show.
That's just a bad show. I haven't seen it, so I can't say it's a bad show. Nothing's really bad. I found this list on Letterboxd that said, this is someone's favorite movie, and it just had every movie. I was like, all right, I get it.
Here's what I say for politics.
I'm going to have to put on my fucking double seeing glasses because I can't even begin to see the amount of bullshit coming from you.
You guys really think that's going to replace Hollywood movies? You fucking morons. You people just YouTube is the future. You really think that's going to replace Hollywood movies? That little bit? That's way better than Superbad.
Superbad.
You like Superbad?
Yeah.
What'd you like more, Superbad or Adventureland?
I only watched Adventureland once.
Wow. Ryan Reynolds was a douchebag, but we all learned to love the douchebag for who he is, thanks to that movie. Now look at him. All eyes on Deadpool 3. Everyone, Deadpool 3 is it's the only Deadpool 3. It's the only thing that's gonna matter ever. Enough of it. Echo, bitches. Echo. Let go my echo.
Let go.
Let go of my echo.
Which is a good show that's coming out.
It's a good show, and it's coming out very soon. January, I think. Please don't be February. Bunch of games are coming out February. Echo is going to be good. Please be please be good. Please. I lost Batgirl. I can't lose another one. Can't lose another one. Fucking Black Widow. Look what you did to me, Black Widow.
Black Widow was good. I like that.
Well, I'm glad. Like I said, every movie is someone's favorite movie. CjH's favorite movie, Black Widow. Why
It
you
is
pulse
not.
like that? When you jump, or I don't remember the joke. I only saw the movie once. Echo might be proof that the new Daredevil will be okay. I hope so.
Oh, I got 3 people
I
watching.
hope. Yeah, cool.
Oh, look.
I hope Kevin Feige saw Echo and be like, Daredevil, we need to scrap Daredevil and reshoot it because it does not live up to Echo. There's no way in hell I'm going to have a show this good called Echo and have Daredevil go out like that. Nope. Rehaul. We're reshooting, redoing. That's what I'm hoping happened. That's what I'm hoping happened.
It's
not what
show.
happened, probably. But I'm hoping there's like Echo's too good. We can't let Daredevil go out like this. Look what we did to him in She-Hulk.
It's a show called The After Show, Taladia.
Wow, you're still alive? Yeah, we're still alive. Well, you want us to die? Oh, alive. Oh. I much prefer living.
Yeah. Where's the fucking shark movies at? Oh my god, shark movies! Shark movies! There's a shark movie! Oh, look, there's another shark movie! Oh, another one! And another one! And another one! Shark movie, 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 shark movies! Ah! Oh, it's a shark, a shark, shark! Ah! Ah! Oh my god, so many shark movies! So many shark movies! Look at all these.
Whatever, man.
Okay, that's enough of that.
Amityville and clown movies are catching up. You'll have your day, shark movies. What I love about cheap shark movies is they do everything in their power not to go in the water.
Wait, who's this?
Last name Roach, first name Mike. Say together. What?
No, don't.
Mike Roach.
I feel like that's a Bart Simpson joke.
Like Mike Crotch. Maybe it's supposed to be with a British accent. Mike Crotch. That's why. That joke only works in England, bro. Maybe Scotland. Mike Crotch. Because if we say it's Mike Crotch. It's like the Michael Caine. He sounds like he's saying Mike Cocaine. When you say his name British. Mike Cocaine. My name is Mike Cocaine.
Well, you know how we end this show.
In a whimper?
No.
Mike yeah, you got to be British. It's a British joke, Taladia. Or tell people, say it in a British accent. Say, Mike Croach. You said it. I did. You got to say Mike Croach in a British accent. Mike Croach. Say, ow. What do you say when you're in pain and then say Mike Croach in a British accent? That'll get the whole bar laughing. Mike Croach. Oh, Mike Croach.
Whole club is laughing.
I see what you did there. Oh, Mike Croach. Oh, I get it. Yes, it's a Bart Simpson joke. Oh, so it's an American joke. Why the fuck am I saying it sounding stupid? Mike Croach. My crotch.
We're just focusing on this now.
Yeah, that's what happens.
So
what happens when we discuss the shit out of a topic right to the ground.
I think we're at the end of the show, so
why not?
We're gonna play the song.
What's the song? I don't even know a song. By the way, Taladia, Find out who deleted my intro. Find out and report to me.
Wait. No, I was gonna.
There's a mystery afoot. My stream intro was deleted. It was murdered. Yeah, I'm going to start saying that. My intro was murdered. And I think the call was coming from the house.
Wait, I'll share it instead of
Nah, you share it, I bear it.
play it.
Orange peel. Oh, geez, it goes by so fast. Bro, don't be a suck up. We're all cool. We're all chill. Oh, fuck you, CjH. Fuck off.
I used to think that life
This
was
is so cringe.
either
I hate
that or
this.
my ass
I
or
hate
I
this.
dance with the town. I got tired of the same old routine.
So do I. I get tired of this bitch.
Gaga was the star of the screen.
Oh my god. When I've never cringed so hard when the beat drops.
She said, I love to be
He has his
a
little
part
starter
of
shit.
this
And
joke.
it's like,
I said, Gaga, take my hand. Soon you'll
I'm gonna go gaga to the bathroom. I don't even know. Like, what's the point of this? This guy's like, what? He's like, okay, so this motherfucker's like, hey, I want to celebrate Joker, but I don't want to be cringe. So I gotta have this little hint of irony to celebrate Joker too. So it looks like fuck off. This is weird because it's not funny and edgy. But at the same time, it's like, what is that? Like, what is this? No, TJ, no, not here, not now, not ever.
Not playing the whole song
Don't even
this
fucking
time.
start with that. Don't you guys even start this? Oh, we should love it so Perp hates it more. Don't even pull that bullshit. Fuck off. I don't play those memer games. I am real and I'm legit. I'm a real person with real feelings and real taste.
Real feelings.
Real taste. Go to the beginning of the stream where I say I prefer Batman and Robin to Batman Forever. I have real taste with real feelings.
I'll play the real
Who's laughing
outro
at me
though.
now? They're all gonna laugh at you. No! They're all gonna laugh at you.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
No! Will Smith's gonna slap you. No!
All right, if I can find the real outro though. I actually
God.
can't find it.
You're a velociraptor. Very good. It's working. My plan is working. Look,
I
Pop
thought I
Cult,
had an
you're a
outro.
velociraptor. Look, my plan's working. Look, called me.
Oh, I found it.